So today is Friday, April the 19th, 2024. Got 3 more sleeps until I am going to go fly back to Vancouver. And once again, you can't help but reflect how the experience has been here so far. The last 5 months, if I can take anything away from what I've learned and what I've experienced here, is that intention matters. Why are you doing something? And I feel like that is something that our team here at Cannabis Warehouse has done a really good job making sure that we stay true to our mission, our vision, our values. You know, why are we doing all this? Why do we fight so hard to build our business a certain way? Why do we fight so hard to share the message a certain way when it comes to building the industry forward in the medical cannabis space? We do it because we see an opportunity to help other people through cannabis. And it might not make sense in the beginning, because in the beginning, people's frame of reference when it comes to cannabis comes from a place of stigma, right? It's a drug, it gets you high. All the negative stuff is considered more than the positive. So what's happening here is that in Canada, I got to see the legal market. I got to see what it's turned into and what it continues to become and evolve on its own. But here in Australia, it's on the opposite side of the spectrum. So we have the opportunity to learn from other countries' mistakes or other countries' challenges. We get to learn from those who came before us, good or bad. You know, the reason why we're doing the stuff that we're doing right now to move the industry forward is because there are other people in this industry who came into it with the intention of just making money. And I've had to ask myself, well, why, Kenny? Why are you doing this? What is the intent? Is it really about money? And the answer is no, because if it was really about money, wouldn't it have just made sense for me to do it on the black market, just like my brothers did, just like my father did? So if it's not about money, what is it? Why am I doing this? Why am I so passionate about cannabis in the first place? Why do I get products sent to try so that we can test the quality, so that we can understand more about the flower or the products, the oil, the edible, whatever it may be? Why? Well, the why is because there is a lack of education, knowledge, and understanding about cannabis, even within myself. And if I am lacking that knowledge within myself, even with all of the information available, then there are other people who are lacking that information and knowledge as well, especially in a market and an industry like Australia, where they are just starting the journey of learning about cannabis. They're just starting the journey of implementing it into the healthcare system, and there's still a lot of regulations and policies that you have to follow. But that's okay. Just because there's rules and regulations in place and they're so tight, it doesn't mean that you can't play in that game. You just have to learn how the rules work. And when you learn how the rules work, you can shape and mold those rules the way that you want them to. Granted, you are connected to the right people and you've built your network in a way that can allow you to make those changes and improvements within the rules. So the intention and the why for me right now is simply this. I grew up in an environment where I was exposed to cannabis at a very young age. I saw the negatives of it as much as I saw the positives of it, but there were much more negatives within my family when it came to cannabis and those around me than there were positives. And now that I am older, now that I have confronted my fear and my shadow, the shame that I carried with me when it came to cannabis, and finally accepting it for what it is, now that I am standing face to face with the thing that I've been avoiding, I can see that I have the opportunity to do things differently, to do it the right way, for my family, to really rewrite the story that I've been telling myself, that I've experienced growing up, and writing a new and better story through cannabis. So all of this is deeply connected for me, from my personal life to now my external, my physical, my career, my vocation. Through cannabis, we're going to change the world. Contradicting in today's society, but through cannabis, we're going to change the world. Cannabis is just the first stepping stone of what we are building and developing. And that's the magic of having a vision, because only you can see what's at the ends there. And if you're committed to it and you are able to rally people around you who have a similar vision for themselves, but they see themselves within your vision as well, if you rally the right people together and you stay committed to that vision will crystallize. So what I say today may not make sense. It may sound fucking impossible, but cannabis, it's going to change the world. And I don't believe that. I know that. That's all I got.